Welcome back to Let's Play Blade Runner on the PC. Part of the 2009 Blade Runner extravaganza. I cannot find my phone to start the time, or to see what time it is anyway. I have a general idea. Okay. General idea of how long the video is going to be. So, I was messing around since the last video and I figured there was more stuff I missed in the photo, and I eventually managed to find some other
Tyrell
things.
Grav Test Lab.
Managed to find some more things in the video. Let's see, I already got the criminal's face. It's all, it's all stuff that I pretty much already knew, though, because, like, one of the things is this dog over here. I tried to look at the dog before, but I didn't quite nail the box right, I guess. But if you look at the dog the right way, you can see the dog collar. Dog collar, if I can pronounce it correctly. Which we already got a physical dog collar, so it's not new information.
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe?
Give me a hard copy of that.
But just showing different ways you can get the information. Since they're emphasizing you need to know that name, I think that's, back at the crime scene there was a computer that had multiple login attempts. I'm guessing that's the password for that computer. And then here's this fast food box, which we also have a physical, the actual physical box on us. For Kingston Kitchens. We already went there and investigated.
A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens.
Give me a hard copy of that.
But it's a different way to get the information. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, now this is not something I had a copy of. Although I was aware that this was happening. This thing's sticking out here. He's actually holding it in his left hand.
A bomb.
Give me a hard copy of
All right, J.C. Denton. A bomb. I do believe that's all there is to find in the photo. Tried looking at various little bits. There's a whole lot of like Chinese boxes laying on the ground. And there's some of these little clamshell boxes. This guy eats a lot from a lot of different places. Well, actually not from a lot of places, just from a few places, but he never cleans up. Alright, that doesn't work. I have to click on here to get out. And now we're done there. So you've got two copies of this clue now. You got
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe?
the actual physical one and then the photo version.
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe?
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me, like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Anemoid Row. Someone had tried to access a bunch of protected files on the Tyrell network and failed, not just once, but a dozen times. Tyrell engineers might forget their passwords, but what would the GravLab boys need with replicant DNA sequences and incept dates?
Yep, so that's probably where we use the term Ricky.
This is Crystal Steel, badge number BR61354. Still working the explosion at the Tyrell manufacturing plant. It'll take a day or so to analyze the debris, but there's no doubt in my mind that we're dealing with a bomber here. Right now, it looks like the protesters had nothing to do with it. They were in too close proximity to have been in on the deal. No MOs or identities are rolling up just yet, and I'm still going through the inset files to see if any replicant munitions experts are unaccounted for.
So yeah, Crystal's working on her case, which we get clues from when we go to use the download upload function. Gregorian. Oh yeah, this is one of hers as well.
This is Crystal Steel, badge number BR61354, conducting the interrogation of Spencer Gregorian, leader of CARS, Citizens Against Replicant Slavery, November 22nd, 2019.
I once again asked that my attorney...
Shut it, shitbird. I'm asking the questions. We've already put you on the machine, so we know you're not a skin job.
That term offends me.
Okay, so you're not one of those biomechanical scumbags, and you claim to not know anything about the bombing at Tyrell.
This is true. We advocate equal rights under the law for replicants. We have nothing against Tyrell Corporation for creating them.
That's some sick logic.
The replicants are living organisms, whether people like you like it or not. Replicants contribute greatly to the economic well-being of our culture. They cannot be discounted as such.
Hell, it'd be no skin off my nose if each and every one of them was hosed down for good. You ever see this guy?
Why, yes. Actually, I have. He was present at the protest. He's not part of our group, but outsiders are usually welcome.
How many new faces showed up that day?
Not too many. A handful at most.
Describe them to me.
I don't know if I can.
Oh no? Recording off.
Uh-oh. Sounds like she's about to do something she doesn't want to get caught on tape. And then let's see what he says after that. But yeah, Crystal is definitely... I don't know if you notice, but down here in the bottom right corner lists some info about where the clue came from. She's working on a factory bombing case.
Describe them for me again.
There was that Rastafarian fellow, and one of our ex-members showed up.
Who's that?
A Japanese man named Izo.
Why'd you get rid of him?
We're a pacifist organization, and we have rules. One of them is no weapons allowed. Izo refused to check in a samurai sword at the door during meetings.
Where can I find this Izo?
He owns one of those little secondhand stores downtown.
Let me ask you a question. Who the hell bankrolls your operation?
Well, we have a number of anonymous donors, people with resources and sources.
Such as?
So anonymous, even I don't know who they are.
I almost believe you.
So this appears to be a complete list of clues. There's different ways you can look at the clues organized. Organized by what suspect the clue applies to. Or I guess which crime, which crime it applies to. And this is all of them, which you can... You've got these different filters to see what type of clue you want to look at. Door forced. Animal murder. Oh, that's the fingerprints on the door.
I already checked for a crowbar, some kind of tool. No luck, but it looks like we've got some latents.
Yeah. Gaff's information. I don't remember talking to Gaff. I've been kind of sleepy playing this game. I don't remember Gaff. I don't remember Gaff.
I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that moon bus massacre last month.
They ever find the moon bus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out in the Kipple.
Okay, that guy doesn't sound anything like the Gaff from the movie. Yeah, I remember all this stuff. Howie Lee. Yeah, we remember that. That was the Chinese food proprietor. 2 copies of the Kingston Kitchen Box lab corpses. Oh, animal murder. Yeah, he's talking about how gruesome the murder was. Paying trash. Yeah, we remember all of this. Ends with something like L4E. Yep, L4E, that's the same license plate. So we did get the right license plate. Not sure if we ever actually used that for anything. We couldn't talk to the evidence guy about it. Plastic explosives, just a picture of it. Doesn't really tell us anything. We kind of already knew he had explosives. Peruvian lady.
See? Anosoptera, dragonfly late of the American South Swampland. Item like that, very special significance. Very rare, senor. A state item, and most likely part of large collection. Person must have plenteous money to obtain a collection. You try Hawker's Circle. Might want to trade for this.
Most of the employees I see coming in morning and night, but old Marcus, Dr. Eisenduler, he almost never left his lab. I think it had something to do with the air outside, and the germs. I once heard him complain about it.
Okay, well. I think that's about all we can do here. We... honestly not sure where to proceed at this moment. Other than to go back to the computer and try that dog's name as a password.
Roof.
And let's go ahead and check out. While we're here, let's...
Laboratory. Mainframe and shooting range. Laboratory.
While we're here, let's just check out the rest of the police station, see if there's any new info. I don't think... Hello? This guy's not even here this time. We can't click on anything else. Alright. Nothing to do on this floor.
Ground floor.
Hey.
What are you doing here, Slim?
Hey.
You're horning in on my action, rookie. Take a stroll.
Oh, excuse me. Biatch. Alright, you can keep clicking run faster, I forgot. He looks so silly running full speed. Ah, nobody's in the office. Oh, this looks like an item we can pick up. It's very conspicuously doesn't
We get a new
fit in.
weapons shipment?
Alright, something about a new weapons ship. New weapons shipment. Can't pick up that file. Don't see anything else obvious. Just doing a bit of pixel hunting here. He's got a microphone. Got multiple microphones. I guess he does press conferences from here or something. Yeah, that seems to be it. Got a notice about a weapons shipment. Can't get any more information about it. Alright. Uh-huh.
Hey, pal. Hey, pal.
Oh, I was hoping he was somebody I could talk to about the weapons shipment. Apparently he's just that same random beat cop that I can annoy.
Lockup.
You're Spencer Gregorian, right?
No. I really think my lawyer should be here.
I got some more questions for you. Lot of people involved in your cause, Spencer?
Yes, sir, we're growing fast. As more and more people realize that replicants have cognitive and emotional legitimacy, the Citizens Against Replicant Slavery will spearhead the movement towards...
Save the pitch for someone who gives a shit.
We're peaceful
Well.
people, Detective. We live by a code that men like you could never understand.
Try me.
2 centuries ago, humans were held in slavery. Brave souls formed an underground railroad.
So, you help replicants escape the city.
I'm talking figuratively, Detective.
Sure you are.
We're not children, Detective. We have resources. The world is changing. People are waking up to the injustices perpetrated by a sick society that you have helped.
A lot of them will wake up dead if reps are allowed to run amok on Terra, jerk.
I don't think they're going to wake up if they're dead, though. I think they're going to stay asleep if they're dead. This is the same talk. I guess we can talk to them in each act and have the same conversations again. Because it looks like we can give them another Voight-Kampff test, which we... I feel like that's too many F's. Is there a double F in Voight-Kampff? A-A-M-P F-F. Thought it was only one F.
I got some more questions for you. Tell me about your protest at Tyrell's plant.
I already told that other detective everything. Under duress.
I want to know about the people who were there. The Rastafarian and the Asian guy with the sunglasses.
I didn't know the Rastafarian. The Asian fellow was one of our ex-members. Izo was his name.
How long did you know him for?
Let's see. I met him about 5 years ago. He seemed so smart and balanced. He really wanted to help the replicant people.
Then what?
He started associating with the more militant factions. I was astounded when I heard he was supplying weapons to some of them.
What kind of weapons?
Guns so new that even the police had hardly used them, I heard.
A Pastafarian, you say? Ha ha ha. See, he delivers food for a living. He delivers food for a living, so he's a Pastafarian. Let's see if we can do the Voight-Kampff again.
I'm gonna give you a little test.
Get it right this time.
The other detective. She already tested me earlier today.
Uh-huh. Look, I gotta check out the equipment, and you're the only stiff around.
I object to this treatment. If you'll just call my lawyer, he'll take care.
Your lawyer would tell you I got the authority to VK the mayor if I want. And he'd have to smile and nod and kiss my butt until I cleared him. So sit down. Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
3rd sector, uptown.
Nice neighborhood?
Very. Is this going to take long?
Just keep your pants on, Spencer. You're having dinner at a friend's home. Halfway through the appetizer, he tells you that you've been eating goose liver pate.
I wouldn't eat it, and I confront him.
You're crying. Why is that?
Crying? It's nothing to be ashamed of. I might cry for any number of reasons.
I'll bet.
I think this green meter might be how annoyed he is. If he gets too annoyed, then the test ends, maybe.
Are you taking any drugs?
No. How does your machine work? Is it a lie detector?
Not exactly. Your verbal responses aren't what's important. Why? You got something to hide, Spencer?
Absolutely not.
You've been kidnapped. Your captors tell you that you'd better think about what you did to deserve this.
I try to reason with them.
You're at a restaurant with friends. One of them orders lobster. The chef drops the lobster into the tub of boiling water while you watch.
Are you trying to make me sick?
No, maybe not. That green thing doesn't seem to be moving.
A man dressed in rags approaches you on the street and asks for money.
I try to help him, of course. Buy him dinner or take him to a shelter.
You're watching TV. Suddenly you notice a wasp crawling on your wrist.
A wasp? That's an insect, isn't it?
Yeah, it stings.
Well then, I'd have to be careful. I'd stay still until it flew away.
This guy's a little bit too reasonable. But he is human after all. Just a very reasonable human.
Using the first words that come into your mind, describe your childhood.
Safe. Protected. Loved.
You see an oversized book with pictures of exotic animals on the cover. The title is Big Game Hunting in Zaire.
And let me guess. Pictures of dead animals inside.
Curious, you flip it open. There's a picture of a man standing with his foot on a dead Cape buffalo. You find yourself fascinated. You keep paging through it, seeing picture after picture of animals laid to waste, each more gruesome than the last.
These questions are becoming predictable, Detective.
Positive result.
Oh, there we go.
Subject is human. Test terminated.
Darn it. I wanted to retire him. He's such an annoying jerk. Alright. Well, we've done our first successful VK test.
Roof. Ground floor, mainframe, and shooting range.
How do I talk to the guy in here? Do I have to walk in to do it? There we go.
Well, if it ain't Ray McCoy. Bryant finally letting you play with the big boys.
My clearance come through?
You bet. You bring your piece?
Don't leave home without it.
Steele's been running the maze every other day for 2 weeks, and the targets are getting a little roughed up.
I thought Gouza was going to requisition some new ones.
I ain't seen him down here in a month. Guess he's been busy.
Poor guy. I bet he gets all tuckered out from pushing those papers around.
And don't sell him short, McCoy. Gouza could be one tough hombre. I remember when we worked mice together. He poured acetone on 2 pimps that gave us some lip and lit a match. I'll tell you, it looked like the goddamn 4th of July out there.
Peachy.
Yeah, I'm thinking that I haven't come in here in this playthrough because I had to do that restart to find that evidence I missed the first time.
We get a new weapons shipment?
Yeah, Gouza requisitioned a couple of cases for the assault teams.
Let me guess. He's planning on taking out a small city.
Lieutenant's a big believer in overkill.
I've gotten all I can from that.
I didn't actually get anything from it. I want some of those good weapons. Whoa. I thought I was clicking on the guy, not myself.
That weapons shipment just came in. You got the paperwork handy?
Why? You got a pressing need to rummage through my private files?
Yeah, I forgot you were keeping your lacy underthings in there. Look, Jack, I just want to see what they're charging for a crate of rifles these days.
Too damn much if you ask me, especially at the rate the assault teams are losing them. I guess there ain't no harm in it.
Alright, there's something going on with weapons being lost and more being ordered in. I wonder if he's got some kind of secret squad he's running off the books.
You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
Positive result. Subject is human.
Did he just give me another copy of the... shipping forms? Ah, okay. Shipping form, but I can't read it. I don't know what it says. What does it say? Oh, that's annoying. I wish the game would actually let you, like, look at a clue like that.
You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
Okay, well, we've got it if we ever run into anybody who has anything to say about it.
Old copies of case files, notices, and memos. Old copies of case files... Old copies of case files, notices, and memos. The usual station...
Hey, Bryant did a run. He's middle of the pack. Deckard's only got 10? That's disappointing.
Lockup. Ground floor. Laboratory.
Nope, still nobody here.
Ground floor.
I'm just gonna check if Goose is back in his office now that I've got information about those rifles. Ah, he is. Notice anything missing off your desk there, Holmes? Oh, here we go. He's got all kinds of stuff to say.
Can the department float me some chin yen? This investigation's getting expensive.
Look, this ain't on the department tab, okay? This is a personal loan.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
This goddamn city don't know how to manage funds. They've been flush for years.
I thought we were under budget.
Trust me, ain't nobody getting rich unless they're sneaking some on the side. Hell, I can barely pay for the fuel for my car.
Ever hear of public transportation?
Get out of here before I throw my desk at you.
Bryant go on permanent leave and you get full use of the office, Lieutenant?
You'd be amazed at how accommodating a man can be after his hemorrhoids get lanced. You really been surprising the troops around here, kid. Gaff says you worked that retirement like a champ.
Just doing the job.
Yeah, well, don't get too cocky. Those sixes can be damn unpredictable.
That I know.
But I'm proud of you, McCoy. Why don't you take the rest of the day off?
Thanks.
Payments is wiring the advance to your account as we speak.
How much?
Couple hundred chinian. Enough to buy a sandwich or two. We gotta hold back the rest until the lab does the autopsy. Paperwork, you know. Shouldn't take more than a couple of days.
So the check's in the mail?
Hey, don't worry. The boys upstairs want to keep our best and brightest happy. Any idea what you want to spend it on?
I was thinking maybe a companion for my animal at home.
Forget that. Buy yourself something nice. Once you start carving up that juicy bacon, kid, the taste never goes away. The great things in life, believe me, you'll just be wanting more and more.
Well, this guy sounds very materialistic, and he's involved in some sort of gun-running scam.
Sorry to bother you, Lieutenant. I was just checking in.
Well, get back out there. Those reps ain't retiring themselves.
Yeah, suicidal targets would make my job a lot easier.
Everybody's got a job, kid.
The goons over at the Tyrell building wouldn't let me talk to their boss. Maybe you can set up a meeting.
Anyone else in that whole company who knows anything?
You and I both know it's a one-man show over there.
I'll give it a try, kid. I'll have to pull some strings, so don't go in there half-assed. Make sure you got some legit questions for the resident genius.
Appreciate it, Lieutenant.
All right. Well, we're about done with the police station for now, so we'll continue in the next video. Go back to Tataira. Hopefully I can go up to that one room again. I hope it doesn't automatically send me to Tyrell when I go to the Tyrell building. I want to check out the crime scene one more time.